Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and this is Saturday, the 20th of August, the last vestiges of the Leo energy. And just a reminder that those zodiac readings for the month of August only really pertain to the energies up until the end of Leo season as we enter Virgo season. So calm energies, just a reminder, protect your energy. There are a lot of chaotic events happening, and people are feeling very destabilized, so they will be reaching out to a source of stable energy, and that can become very overwhelming and unbalancing for you. So protect your energy. You will intuitively know what you can handle and what you need to kind of back away from. You know, detach with a little love and, you know, let other people kind of work through some of their own challenges right now. We don't want to enable. Okay, so Sam's bed is there if he wants to join us. And we're going to get started. I'm going to start with the Sacred Forest. Let's see what energies come through. It feels like a really sparkly Saturday, very elevated, like in another dimension as you're watching the chaos unfold. It feels like we're very detached from that, and that we're really stable and powerful in our own energy. Reflecting pool, stillness. This is a 33 card, so very powerful, kind of a master number. What do they want? Okay, pull from this. Nope, okay. This, Sacred Traveler. This is time to reflect. And when you reflect, you can look back over your journey and see your growth and see the divine purpose in everything, how the divine timing was at play. Watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. Okay, so here we have rest, relax, and stillness. Anything? Oh, one more. They said bottom. Okay, staying focused. Hold the course. So very relevant messages. This is just a pause point for us to kind of keep our energy stable and make sure that we're not allowing the chaotic energies around us. And I don't want to use the term energy vampires, but I guess I have to. There are a lot of people that are clamoring for some sort of sense and stability and sense and sensibility, trying to figure out why their energies are crashing and their belief systems are crashing. And so they're looking for that stability, that healing energy that Divine Feminine is in, and you will be attracting some of that, but you need to be cautious because there's a lot of what this is in the period of that healing chaos, and there's a lot of energetic, since we have gotten to this plateau level in our healing journey, and we're feeling that we're standing in our power and our confidence, and we have healed, and we're open to love and abundance. We're trusting and allowing. We're in that energy. Divine Feminines are in that energy. As this chaos, this whirlwind of a tornado is happening on our planet, in humanity, it is creating the great destabilization, which will lead to the Great Awakening. However, the light workers are here to help that process, to transmute some of that energy, but remember to be very realistic about what you can afford energetically to transmute at one time. You can't be bombarded and not expect a destabilization in your own energy. So caution and carefulness. There is the Eight of Materials. See how many hands she's got juggling? It's kind of like the Two of Pentacles. She's juggling a lot. That can challenge you. You can do your light work without being, set appropriate boundaries and know who you can help right now and who is, at a point where they're still in the deep dark night of the soul. That is your soul shock energy, and that has a purpose, and that is to wake your soul up. And some people that are in that, just beginning that dark night of the soul process, will be clamoring for answers. Remember, they have a process they need to go through. So, yeah, the Chariot. They have to move through that process, and you're part of the awakened knowledge that they need, but make sure they are ready for it. If they're not ready for it, you're enabling and forming codependency. So as these energies reach out, make sure that you are still able to move forward in your healing journey, in your twin flame path, in the work that you're doing as a light worker. And if you're a twin flame, you're a light worker. That's just the way it is. You're here to change the perception, the understanding of what love is, both through the 3D experience and the divine experience. So you need to still be able to move forward. Here she is standing in her power, making sure that she is not overwhelmed with these clamoring people. And look, here's the Knight of Inspiration. Absolutely. This is like, I love all the horse references here. We have the horses here and the horse here. Make sure that you're able to move forward and that you can hold your course, your journey, without slipping back into the matrix, because it feels like this is going to try and pull you back into the matrix. You're above that now. And so if you need time, if you feel like you're being overwhelmed and you're juggling too many issues or problems or challenges via other people, step back. Take some time to yourself. Stay focused on your own journey. Okay, Knight of Emotions, Knight of Cups coming in. Okay, so feels like we definitely got a lot of horsepower here. This is really charging forward. There's a period now, maybe it's Virgo season, where you are just going to charge forward. Page of Inspiration. Maybe a new aspect of your journey, something new, something that you feel passionate about, that you're creating, that you're... Take time to make sure you have time in your schedule to do that, and time in your energy. Yeah, there's 5 of Materials. Don't overwhelm yourself. Look at how the cards on this side are kind of dark. And then on this side, they're bright. Don't slip back into the dark energies. There's going to be something. Look at how that is reaching. Here you are in that rest and relaxation pose, that repose, and then you have this hand reaching for you, trying to pull you back into the darkness, into the web, into the matrix. Don't do that. And it might be, it just does not feel like Divine Masculine. This feels like energies around you. People who are just waking up, but they're in that dark night of the soul energy. That has a purpose. That is when the belief systems crash, and they're not ready, really, if they're just beginning dark night of the soul. You're going to have to let some of that get cleared away before you can really start to share truth and your awareness and awakening with them. Okay, so here is a message, something that might challenge us. Yeah, see, 8 of Emotions, 10 of Voices, and 6 of Materials. Everything is unbalanced for them because this is the beginning of their spiritual journey, but they have to go through this 10 of Swords. And this is going to be in a disequilibrium of energy. You've been through that, you know what that feels like, and you know not to go back into that energy. But you have to allow them to go through it. Bottom of the deck, Tower. Yeah, hello. Okay, let's pull another oracle from the Sacred Destiny. This feels like there's a Divine Masculine message here. Find out what that is. It's just a heads up. It feels like this is what's coming in Virgo season. And I don't know, you know, if things are going to escalate on the planet, what's going on, but it definitely feels like there's a ramping up of energy and a collapsing of belief systems en masse. So, focus. Yeah, focus on the journey. Focus. So this feels like divine masculine energy, whether it's divine masculine energy in you or if it's divine masculine energy for your counterpart. You can interpret it as it resonates. Remember, this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what does not. You know, if you need a personal reading during this time, please let me know. So far, the feedback on my personal readings are pretty much on point. So if you've had a personal reading with me and you care to share your experience, I'd appreciate it. Let's see what this focus is about. Okay, well, Temperance, the Star and Queen of Wands. We saw these cards yesterday. Doesn't matter how many times I shuffle. When the messages are clear, they're clear. This is, actually, I may have seen these in a personal reading. Temperance and the Star. Okay, so he's going through his healing. All right, so divine masculines right now have gone through this healing process. This, I'm hearing takeaway. Something's been taken away. They've kind of been, you know, sitting, contemplating, trying to figure this shit out. And then they look at how she's reaching up, connecting with the divine light, the divine truth. They're starting to figure this out. And then they step into their more feminine, nurturing, creative energy. This is kind of like right before the Empress energy, where they're starting to say, hey, I'm creating my own reality here, but I need to do this from some feminine energy now. Something that really nurtures their soul. Two major arcana there. Oops. And then, okay, this card is having some difficulties. Why? Something about not being in stillness. Okay, all of these came out in the reverse. Judgment, Four of Wands, and Eight of Swords. Karmic, something about the karmic. Not yet reached that sense of closure. Feels like they got drawn back into the energy of the karmic. They still had to integrate the lesson, and now they're like, okay, I think I understand what I'm supposed to learn from this, but I need to, you know, I need to get the final. Okay. This feels like that's what's already happened. That's why this is prior. The energy is that this is what has happened. They just went back, kind of dipped back into that karmic relationship to see if that was actually the end, to verify that that was the end, that it was truly the end. And then here, then they were like, okay, where do I go next? And, you know, this is where they're looking to the divine for some support, because they realize, and then it's kind of like, you know, divine feminine energy is like, yeah, don't you get it? Two of Swords. Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. This feels like kind of like they got to a point where they had to make a decision that they had been putting off because they needed that final closure. And then here it is. And this is kind of like, okay, I've thought this through now, this long-term commitment. It just is not sustainable anymore. There's no sustainable energy here. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. They've been researching, they've been looking, they've been watching what the Divine Feminine is doing. And that is really creating that momentum for them to say, I want something more. This is, He sees the divine feminine who is manifesting her beautiful life now because she is standing in her truth and in her power. And she is connected to her self-love and self-worth. And she's manifesting from that higher vibration. And he's like, you know what? I'm just intuitively going to follow what she's doing. I need to watch what she's doing because that's what I want. Okay. This is the illustrated tarot. Let's see what comes in. This is just general overall for this message. There's that conversation. This is a courageous conversation that is happening, and that could happen between any of the parties involved here. It could be that you're having to have a courageous conversation with people who are trying to take advantage of your energy. It could be that the divine masculine is having a courageous conversation with his karmic. It could be that you're having a courageous conversation with the divine masculine. It can go either way. There's the Tower again. No shit. However that applies, we got the Tower twice. That doesn't happen often. Ace of Cups and this. Oh yeah, here we go. Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords. All right, just for fun, because I mean, this is obvious what this means. You're moving forward to something more fulfilling. Let's go ahead and check what all these mean so you can see. Two of Clubs, a passionate conversation or debate. Six of Clubs, the Tower, a revelation or drastic shift in perspective. And the Six of Spades, leaving worries behind or a transition. So we have a shift, a drastic shift. And then the Ace of emotional, spiritual, or creative flow. That is that Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords, or yeah, let's see. Eight of Spades, justice, reason, and fairness. Okay, absolutely. Justice, bringing this justice balance. I'm hearing that this could go through Virgo season when all of this occurs, and then the balance comes in, the justice comes in Virgo season, or I'm sorry, Libra season. So it feels like, and here's Nine of Cups, yeah. With this Ace of Cups is Ten of Cups, yeah. Somebody realizing that there's more to them, there's more to love than what they've had. Okay, so Divine Feminine, protection, protect your energy. People will be coming at you as things kind of slip more into these Tower moments, this healing chaos, but things have to be dismantled. Things are being dismantled in people's lives. I mean, I'm seeing it all over with my friends, my spiritual friends. It's just like anything that's not serving you is being wiped out. It's suddenly, it's just like bam. And there's creating that dark night of the soul energy. And so as that is happening, people are gravitating toward your stable, magnetic, confident, powerful energy. So be careful about what you don't get your hands in too many issues, because that can rob you of your energy. Stay focused on your course. Now, for Divine Masculine energy, or for your counterpart energy, you know, he also is going through this great revelation of something being swept out of his life that no longer serves him. We've been seeing that in the readings. He needs to move on to something that's more fulfilling. But this is either happening now or it has just happened. And they're in that state of, you know, asking for divine guidance, wishing for help, wishing for healing, wishing for, you know, where do I need to go now? And then focusing on their next step. So I don't feel as though their dark night of the soul is going to be a surprise. It's almost like it was just part of their journey. But remember, they are watching the Divine Feminine. They're also watching her. You know, take care of herself and making sure she's protecting her energy. And he feels this Six of Cups energy with this Empress energy, with this Lover's energy, and he's starting to say that that is where I am drawn. Your magnetic energy is attracting and kind of setting into motion, even subconsciously on the Divine Masculine's part, setting into motion the deconstruction. We saw that there's deconstruction yesterday, but today this is the, yeah, shit's happening. 2 Towers. All right, I'll leave it there. Namaste.